Tricks of the messenger. Read strengths. We'll do mind of the tactician. Okay. Okay, that looks good. Upbringing, ritual, growing up to the farmlands. You've learned at an early age how to work in the fields, care for livestock, and read shifting seasons. You grew up in a small settlement, learning to tend to your parents' vegetable garden. Okay. Trade, craft, and supply, demand, and many facet rules of the city streets and alleys. Eat your stone, wood, metal. Okay, that looks good to me. All kinds of different names here. We'll go with one that kind of speaks. Okay, that look good. Go with one that kind of I like. There we go, that works. Nice. Gender male, why not? You can also add a background, add some things. I built the 4 a.m. makes no sense, but let's go with it. Caring, dyslexic, caring, athletic, tough, passionate, athletic, tough, athletic and tough. Okay. Dyslexic, wait, what? Self-sacrificing, gluttony, a fast talker. Your time too valuable to waste, such sorting your belongings. Objects may randomly move around in your backpack. Okay, unorganized is better than anything else, actually. Alright. Same to you, buddy. Alright. Okay. There we go, like that. Can I zoom in? Height. Very tall. Tall, small, very tall. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness! Look at those luscious locks. Yeah, I love the artwork on this so far. Hair. Hair. Yeah, like a it's like watercolor on steroids. Leaking oil lantern, worn cloak. Wait, what was the other one? Okay, what do you want to start with? I was on a journey at sea. I was captured. South, I can't remember. Okay, we'll pick Dara Vandaris. Accepting the fight in a duel will never result you losing any life points. What kind of passive stuff is this?
The traders that lent you passage are cheerful, their spirits lifted by favorable winds. They call it the sleeping sea, and it has slumbered as it should. But names are nothing to wind, and winds will blow as they please. A storm throws itself over your vessel, shredding canvas and splintering timber. Your hopes and dreams vanish in a desperate struggle for survival.
I agree.
The thundering waves fade. Darkness blossoms into blinding light. They say that to survive a shipwreck is to be reborn.
We're having a really nasty ass concussion.
The sound of pattering paws is unfamiliar, and the voice that calls behind it speaks to you in an unknown tongue.
Aw, puppy.
Karik, ik kill him. Samram? Hello?
Hey.
Somna?
Hello. Oh, thank the winds, you are alive. I'm just a poor driftwood collector. I have little to give you but my name. It is called Tarfu, and my fairy friend here answers to Siji. There is just a pass to the north of here that will take you to the city of Crossings. I'm sure Crossings Tea House will be hospitable. The traces of your ordeal will be plain for all to see. You will find the the tea house. I keep saying tree house. The tree house is just east of the large tree in the town center. All right. What is it? Thank you. It's not much, but take this as well. Crafted yours truly. Safe journey to you, traveler. Yep. Oh, wait a minute. I should probably show an emote. There you go. This game's all sociable and everything, so I should probably be nice. Energy, stamina. Okay. some acorns.
Huh?
Yo.
If the path is strange, the strange guide us.
Hey. Hail, adventurer. Hi! What brings you to this part of the wilderness? Oh, I kind of shipwrecked. I've been searching for some pieces of treasure for quite some time. An old lockbox, to be exact. Pretty sure the maps and documents have pointed to the right forest. As far as I can tell, it should be right on top of it. It should be very shallow, very deep, easy to reach if only it could be located. Can you help me look for it? I know it must be somewhere in this area.
If the path is strange, the strange guide us.
Nice!
Huh? Huh?
Okay. For some odd reason, this ain't working.
Huh?
Oh. Wrong direction. There we go. Thought that was water. No, I should probably talk to her. Let me see. Go on an adventure.
If the path is strange, the strange guide us. If the path is strange, the strange guide us. Huh? Huh?
Rest here for a moment. Consume.
Huh?
Oh. Use your journal, write down hints and secrets you might encounter. The game will not do it for you. Well, fuck you too. Let's rest again. Yeah, like it seems like they... So they have like stuff like this. So you can take notes. Like it's very classic dungeon-y type of stuff. So if you're in an area here, it kind of gives you some information. Otherwise, it... But yeah, the game itself, it promotes a lot of wandering around. There's like all kinds of little secrets in the game, like hidden stuff, like artifacts. Like it endorses heavily to kind of wander around and look at the land for itself. Brewing tea requires you to sit down by a fireplace. Welcome to the Crossing train station. I am Old Hov, resident train warden at your service. I have loved trains since I was a boy. There's many more of them back then. Imagine if we could solve the secrets of the world engines. We have yet to solve the riddle of the Master Iron, I guess. Still, we can dream. Alright. Oh, for sure, for sure. Well, I'd say it like this. It's like it's better to have your mind made up with certain things or having your tastes established than to kind of just be like, and then just not be decisive. Because if you don't know what you like, then, you know what I mean? What a train. We're on a fucking train. Look at this. Yeah, just kind of just wandering around, figuring out what the hell you're supposed to do. And it's a game like Myst, I guess, too, or like Uru. Like, it doesn't quite tell you what you're supposed to do, but at the same time, you just... I guess it's like Sandbox Emporium. Oh, no, I understand. But the game promotes you to kind of just go around and just do whatever. Like finding like berries or hunting, I believe, and there's crafting. There's a lot of supposed to be sociable or socialing or socializing with different people. I have not seen a single soul in this game, by the way. Not a one. It doesn't mean they're not there, they're not playing. But I guess from what I've read from the Steam is that apparently people have kind of or the developers haven't really been updating this. Like it's like that Secret World Legend syndrome, but they kind of were like, okay, and then they just went and do something else probably. This is pretty the view. Just sit back and hang out in the trains. I could not read all that. Fail at a spiritual endeavor. Out of 2. I failed at that miserably. Already came in from the crossing, so I best go to this way. We'll be wrapping this one up here pretty soon. Plan your adventures well. With food and equipment, to travel unprepared is ill-advised. So, I fear for our youth. Every time I look, I see evidence of gambling sweeping back into the fabric of the branded shore life. We made great efforts in my day to suppress the playing of the game of passage. Still, the younger generation appears to fail to comprehend the risks. The youngsters do not know all the darker details of the origin of this game. Fear perhaps just old elders ultimate blah blah blah. We had its mystic truths and focused on preaching the dangers of it, and I realized that it's impressionable. Folk tend to be drawn to the forbidden, particularly if its prohibited subject involves some kind of mystery. I've heard rumors of gambling going on in the secret basement dens of Karsa, Batshot, and the Voices Tavern, even out of the way place like Kuru Orchard. And a whisper of it's floating around about a secret cult of subversive gamblers. So be warned, Wanderer, don't fall for such lure of the... alright. Reject the handling of soul-sapping passage cards. You got it, dude, I guess. How dare this game be so beautiful? Yeah, but so far, again, it's like I'm not sure what the developers are exactly doing with this game. Hopefully those are edible. Those are not. Those are edible. Rest. Alright, so what we are going to do is switch out the game here. Hit this next zone. Yep. So it's kind of like I'm not necessarily sure what the developers are even doing with it. But we are going to exit the game. For now. I like it. Like, it's still... I kind of like its vibe. Like, it's a game that, if you just want to wander around and do random stuff, it's definitely that type of game. It does come with a 1-year anniversary, early access anniversary digital goodie book thingy. Like, it comes with, like, a bunch of random... Yeah, like for me, it depends on the wish, like on the early access. Like, if I'm seeing like rapid fire updates and tons of stuff added to it, like if it's a single player game and they're having an early access open just for like a little window just to kind of get people on it and get some feedback in before they release it. Yeah. Yeah, some too also do the early access thing to kind of get out of paying certain fees. Even though half the time the game's done, they just like, oh yeah, it's early access. And it's been done for like a hot minute. They've just been leaving like one or two thing that is like a mute or just are not really necessarily required. They're like, oh yeah, we left out the turquoise out of the game or something, you know, just left the color turquoise out of the game, so it's not finished yet. And Steam's like, when is it going to be done? When it's done. When they make enough money out of the game, oh, now we're releasing it now, and then they pay the fee or whatever. Exactly. Like for me, it's like I don't mind supporting certain things. Like there's certain games that come out. Like for example, if like Ys ever did like an early access game for their MMORPG, which they never will because they just like to tease me like that. At least for the States. I'd be all about that noise, but they haven't really done it. And if they did like, here's an early access thing for such and such, right? They're like, you can get this bundle of like all the original video game outfits, stuff like that. I don't mind supporting games. Like, for example, the First Descendant. Like, they have a bunch of costumes in that game, and that's probably the only thing you can really buy if you otherwise grinding for the characters aren't so bad. But that being said, after that, you really don't have nothing to do if you just buy the characters outright. Because you're not doing anything. The game doesn't have a lot of content. It just doesn't. And then everyone in their aunts has had to DM me now. Alright. But the next game here is going to be Alarium Shift, which I believe I installed on this computer. So I could just continue looking over here. I haven't played this in a while, so I don't remember anything about the game. And then Grove Fisher is evil, by the way. I was playing some Grove Fisher earlier just to try it out. And it's one of those games where it's like one of those fishing games where you're just continuously playing it, and it's vicious because it's one of those clicker games, like those idle games, and I don't mind those because some of them are pretty fun. Like I catch myself every once in a while playing a couple of them, just kind of relax while I'm watching a movie. Keeps my mind focused on the movie, believe it or not, even though I'm playing the game at the same time, because my mind goes everywhere. Playing something like an idle clicker game like Grove Fisher, it keeps me very well distracted in terms of like narrowing my mind down to what the subject is. So I installed in here or here. Okay, so it looks like it's not connecting the accounts. Or no, rather, it's not connecting my Steam from this side. I mean, that's not a problem. All right, so it's on this computer. We'll click this. Yeah, like that's how I mean, sometimes it's some people are like, that's rude. You should be paying attention to the movie. And like, I pay attention to the movie. I can actually tell you what's happening in the movie. Sometimes I got to keep my fingers busy, or my idle fingers drive me crazy. And so it's kind of like more so I play something to kind of keep myself